Hey boys, and welcome back to another Bleach Brace video. So today, as you can see on the screen right now, we have the beginner's ticket tier list. Now, this does drop in around less than 48 hours as of me recording this video. If you don't know what it is, basically for £5 you get a free beginner's ticket, which you can pick any of these characters in the waiting room. By the way, good selection of characters. For us veterans, we probably have all of them. I myself have all of them, and at first glance, it isn't too impressive, but you gotta remember, this is for beginners, right? Someone that maybe just starting the game, they want to spend some money. For £5, they can get a pretty good character. Even like some of the bad ones here are overall usable characters, right? So overall, this isn't the worst thing. It could have been better, it could have been worse, but to be fair, for beginners, this is amazing. And again, just remember, this is for £5. I do encourage everyone to spend some money. You know, for £5, you get yourself a good character, you get yourself a good dupe, and you get yourself some orbs, especially if they are a new character. Because overall, I believe you... okay, don't quote me on this. I don't know if you get them at 6-star or 5-star. If you get them at 5-star, you're getting yourself like 125 orbs, 150 orbs just for £5. If it is 6-star, then you're only getting yourself like 125 or 100 orbs, I believe, because I think you get 25 when you actually buy the packet. So overall, not bad. This is definitely one of the only things I would recommend everyone to buy in this game, because K-Lab are trash when they do sales. But that aside, let's talk about the tiers. So like I said, on the left, as you can see here, we have the must pick tier. This is for characters that are very, very good, and overall, you're going to want to pick them if you're missing them. It don't matter about anyone else. These characters are going to greatly impact your account. The next tier is overall usable characters. The main reason for this one is this here is for characters that are good, and they don't really fall into the other tiers below. So this one here is pick if you're missing a Chronicle Quest booster. Bonus character, really. I should change that, actually. So you go, pick if you're missing a Chronicle Quest bonus. And then the other one is pick for the links. And then the last one is pick only for the orbs. This one here is mainly for trash characters, or characters that are okay, nothing too special. You're probably going to pull a bunch of dupes of them in the future, but I would only pick them if you're missing like 1 or 2 characters and you just want the orbs, right? That's basically the idea of this tier list. And then obviously, and the bottom one is obviously for the waiting room, the character we're going to talk about now. So let's start off. We have Tag Team Toshiro, a overall usable character. He is not bad. His first is the lunge, second is a beam, and third is a 900 radius AoE strong attack. Overall, good character. And I believe he is a bonus character for the upcoming Byakuya Awakened Epic Raid. So if you do pick him, then he's going to have use for at least a month, right? He's overall a good character. He does have 2 killers, do keep that in mind, and that makes him a bit better than other characters, to be fair, because he does have Soriba and Aranka. So overall, he's going to be a good character in IZ, and I mean, it's Toshiro. I mean, I'm sure many people like Toshiro. So, like I said, he doesn't really fall into these two because, one, he isn't a Chronicle Quest bonus. He isn't also a good link. I believe he's a 20 sad link. And I wouldn't really recommend just picking him for orbs. He's actually a good character. So, overall, he's just a good character. He's going to fit in that tier. Next up, we have Toshiro, going to be in this tier. Now, I would include him in this tier, to be fair. He is actually a good character. I do like his gameplay a lot. He is a bonus in certain epic raids, but I'm going to put him in here just because he is a 14 recharge. And honestly, that's the main use he's going to get in your account. I have him. I like to play as him, but I rarely do play as him because there's better characters. But overall, if you want to pick him for it just because he's a good character, that's fair. But the main use in the future, when you get better characters, is for him is that he's going to be a 14 recharge link, which is a good link in and of itself. So overall, good character, but you're mainly going to use this character for his link. Next up, we have Power Aizen. Now, if you're new to the game, this character has a history, right? Let me just a quick throwback. It was only like a year ago at this point, but a throwback. When they finally released Senkamon, floor 20, I believe, was the floor. Yeah, floor 20, where no one could beat it if you didn't have this character. It was honestly such a hassle to beat if you didn't have him. People were using the Mine Shinji, and they were coming down to the last second. People were using the Christmas Lisa. It was insane. Nowadays, we don't really have that problem because I mean, I think K-Lab saw that many people needed him, and they threw him in so many banners. I myself and many other people have him 5 out of 5, and Max Transcended even. So he is a very common character, to be fair. I think I've seen Aizen's in general, to be fair. I've seen the most transcended characters. Him and Flyzen, I've seen transcended more so than other characters in the game. So yeah, overall, just a usable character. First is a beam, very good. Second is a vortex, which is okay, to be fair, it's okay. And third is full screen, just an overall good character. He's not a good link, he's not a bonus, so just he's just a good character, really. That's basically the only thing about him. He is also a bonus in Grand Fisher right now, but again, it is leaving today. But when it does come back, even if it doesn't come back, which it will eventually, but it'll be a few months away. If you are able to max transcend him, he's always going to be good in epic raids when you go against holo character. Because if you've seen people clear Grand Fisher with this character, you can get it done in like 10 seconds. It's insane. So yeah, like I said, overall, just a good character. Next up, we have Jackie. Now she's actually kind of a weird character to place in here. I was going to put her here because she's not that good. I mean, she has a use in Senkamon, do keep in mind. There is one floor, I believe, in Path of Valor where you do actually kind of want her. So if you need her for that floor, the one where you have to use a power human that has Holo Killer, you might want to use her there. But outside of that, in normal, just PvE, PvP, co-op gameplay, you're never really going to use her because there's just better characters out there. And the thing about her is that she's a boost character. Her second strong attack is a boost, but unfortunately she does have a 25 sad link, which is not good for boost characters. You mainly want to stack or infinitely recharge that boost. With her, I don't think you can do it because she is missing that 12% recharge. So I should put her in here because she is a 25 sad damage link, but sad damage links just aren't that good anymore. You never really ever use them. The only time you ever use a sad link is when you're using Senkaisen, and that's basically it. Any other day of the week, any other day of the year, you're going to use recharge links. So I'm only going to put her in this tier because, yeah, the only reason I'd see someone using her is because, one, they like her character, which is fair, or two, because they need the orbs, and that's basically, that's why I'm putting her in this tier, even though she is a enhanced link. Next up, we have Nilly. Same tier as her. Really, she's not a bad character. I have a 5 out of 5. She has a Ranka killer. She is ranged. She has decent strong attacks. Nothing too special. She also does have a Senkamon flaw. Maybe I should... Okay, I'm not going to put a new tier, but I will mention it, right? These two do have specific flaws for certain Senkamons. I believe both of them have a specific flaw on Tower of Valor, so just do keep that in mind. These two are actually usable in those flaws, but outside of that, you're never going to really ever use them, so I'm not going to make my own tier just for Senkamon flaws or stuff like that, but again, I will mention it, right? Overall, just a decent character, nothing too special. I would only really pick her if you need the orbs or if you like Nilly. And the first character going into the must-pick tier, similar to last character, actually. The last tier list, I actually believe I had Toshiro in must-pick, but I'm just going to knock him down a bit for this one. Chad is a very, very good character, and overall, definitely going to help your account heavily. He is a flurry character, which doubles his normal attack hits. Basically, one of the better speed NAD characters out there, or normal attack damage characters out there, even though he does have DR. But, you know, he's a powerhouse. If you've been playing this game, you know about him. He is one of the best PvP characters in the game. He can paralyze, he's a boost. He's literally in almost every team in PvP. So if you want to build a PvP team, he's definitely a character you want to pick. Now, do keep in mind, actually, because I'm actually going to do it now. Where is he? Kenpachi, also must pick. These two characters, fun enough, are one of the best characters to use in PvP. Both of them. Even though we have Ichigo, even though we have Chad, who is technically not a hard counter because he isn't immune to weakening. He does counter Kenpachi quite hard. But if Kenpachi inflicts a weakening, then Kenpachi is actually going to kill Chad. So these two... they're in my PvP team right now. They've been in my PvP team for like a year. They're still going to be in my PvP team because I'm picking Kenpachi. I'm getting that 4th dupe for him. So, yeah, these two powerhouses of PvP. I definitely encourage you to pick them. Now, if you haven't bought the current beginners pack, I would encourage you to buy it now and pick Chad if you're missing both of them. Because the pack don't leave to, I believe, in 2 days, right, when this new one comes out. If you're missing Chad, pick him, and then when this new one comes out, pick Kenpachi, and boom, you got yourself a very, very good PvP team, even with just these two. And then the third slot can be anyone of your choice. So that's why I'm doing them together. These two definitely want to pick. And also, outside of PvP, they're good auto units, and they're also bonus characters for Chronicle Quest. Chad is a bonus for Part 1, and Kenpachi is a bonus for Part 2. So, overall, these two are definitely someone you're going to want to pick because they're good in PvP, and they're good for bonus characters in Chronicle Quest, and they're also good auto characters. So, yeah, these two probably going to be the only characters in this tier. Definitely someone you're going to want to pick for your account. Next up is Shunsui. Now, he's going into the only pick for orbs tier because, one, he's also a very common character in filler lists, and you're probably going to pull him. You probably hate pulling him already, let's be honest. He is okay. He is a NAD character, doesn't have flurry, but he does have a high bruiser, I believe. He also has poise. I completely forgot about that, but... I mean, I guess that makes him usable. There have been videos out there where people max transcending him, and he can actually perform really, really well in PvP if you have a max transcend and you stack defense. But again, I can't encourage new players to pick him over other characters like Kenpachi and Chad. He's just an okay character. I have him, never use him. Many people have him, don't use him. The only people that do use him is if you have him 5 out of 5 and stuff like that. But even then, some people just don't use him. He's not that good of a character. He's just an okay character, really, and that's why he's in this tier. Only pick him for the orbs. Tesla is next, and he's also going into the lowest tier, only pick for the orbs. Also another common character. I mean, to be fair, most of these characters are common here, but he doesn't really have a use. His only use is in a Pacific Senkaemon floor. I don't know what floor exactly, but I think it is in Tower of Valor. If you have him, you're going to use him there, but there are also many characters that can also do what he can do. He has a shield second strong attack, which is okay, but he does have a sad link, so you can't infinitely stack that, right? So you can't be infinitely protected in a sense if you aren't getting hit. So yeah, like overall, just an okay character, nothing too special. I guess he's worth the £5, but again, just better characters overall. I would rather pick one of these top characters over here compared to him, so that's why he's in this tier. Next up, we have Toshiro. Overall, just a good character. He has a beam first strong attack, a shield second strong attack, and his third is full screen. He is relatively good. I use him quite a bit, and he is also one of the best sad characters, or full stamina damage characters, SP based characters in PvP. But to do that, and for him to perform really, really well in PvP, you're going to have him 5 out of 5. So I wouldn't really recommend you use him in PvP. Maybe in the lower leagues, yes, if he's 1 out of 5. But in the higher leagues, you're going to want to have him 5 out of 5 if you want to use him in PvP, because he does have the shield. So yeah, he's just a good character in PvP if you do have him 5 out of 5. And for PvE, he's just an overall good character. He is a bonus every now and then for epic raids. So yeah, just someone, I would put him in here, but again, he's not on the same level as these characters, so I'm putting him in this tier. Overall, just a good character. Ichigo is okay. Nothing too special. I have him, never used him. I think I bought him. Yeah, I bought him on the last pack just for him to be a bonus. He is a bonus in part 1 of Chronicle Quest. And again, the main reason why I encourage you to pick Chronicle Quest boosters is because you're always going to farm this. These bonus characters never change. With epic raids, they go on and off every now and then. You know, sometimes they're a bonus, sometimes they're not. For Chronicle Quest boosters or bonus characters, they're always going to be a bonus until the end of the game, basically, right? Part 1, bonus characters never change. Part 2, never change. When we get part 3, those bonus characters are never going to change. So they're always going to have use in your account, even when they are trash and outdated. So just do keep that in mind. He himself is a NAD character. Nothing too special. Fun fact, actually, we have the free Zangetsu you can get for beating Warrior's Path. He's basically the exact same as this Ichigo, but better. So a free character is better than this character right here, fun enough. So just an overall decent character, nothing too special, but he is a Chronicle Quest bonus character. So if you need him from that, probably pick him from that then. Loopy is next, and he's just okay, really. Nothing too special. The main thing about him is just that they're just better characters, and I wouldn't really encourage you picking him over someone like these characters here. He is a heart holo killer. Like I said, he's just okay, right? Nothing too special. His first is I think a lunge. Second is like a small beam, I believe. I don't think it's too far. And his third isn't even full screen. So just overall decent character. Nothing too special. I would only really pick him for the orbs. Cayenne also just pick for the orbs. First is a terrible strong attack. Second is a vortex, so many people don't really like that. I really don't mind it, but just an okay character. Third, I believe, is also full screen. Nothing too special. You're probably going to pull him a lot in filler banners and stuff, so again, I can't encourage you to pick him unless you really just need the orbs, and he's the last character you need to pick. Kensei is going into the pick for the links. He is a 20 DR link, always going to be good for your better characters. Only pick him if you need that 20 DR. Yoruichi, basically the same as Jushiro. Also, she is another very common character. Even though I myself only have a 1 out of 5, she is very common in fillers. You're probably going to pull her a lot. But her thing is that she is a 14 recharge. Or even when you do, let's just say you pick her now because you need the orbs and you want to get a 14 recharge for heart. Then maybe in the future, when you do pull her a lot, because you might, she appears in a lot of fillers, then you get a 5 out of 5. That is now a 5 out of 5. Let's just say you max transcend her. She is now a max transcended 14 recharge link. She's always going to be good. I doubt we're ever going to get 16 recharge characters because that'd be a bit too OP. But yeah, like overall, just a good link. If you eventually are able to max transcend her, she is going to be one of the best links forever, for like until the end of the game. When you get better purple characters and stuff, she's always going to be a good link for those characters. So that's why she is in the pick for the link tier. Next up, we have Sergeant. He is He's a last-ditch survival link, so he does have some use, especially if you are a new beginner, especially if you're a new account. But the thing with him is that you don't really need the link, to be fair. Same with this Ichigo. They are kind of rare, this link, but you can also buy Jinta from the shop and get that link, and you can also buy or not buy, but you can also pick the Kenpachi. That's the one I pick whenever you're a new account and you need to pick one of those beginner characters. I would encourage you to pick Kenpachi because he is the best one there in terms of gameplay. Not that he's really good anyway, but overall out of all of them, he is the one that's actually kind of usable, that's pushing it. But he is also a last-ditch survival link, which will come in handy for future, Senkamon floors and stuff like that. So, I mean, I guess you could put him here for the link, but again, just an overall decent character, nothing too special. He actually surprised me when I actually first got him. I thought he was actually kind of cool, kind of fun to play, but again, you're never going to really use this character, and the main thing about him is for his link. But last-ditch survival, I mean, you can live without it, to be fair, and there are not better ways, but there are free-to-play ways to get it, like I said, from the Kenpachi, from the beginner's ticket when you first start your account, or buying it from the PvP shop. And speaking of Ichigo, like I just mentioned, same reason for Sajin. These two, though, do keep in mind, are bonus characters for Grand Fisher, who is leaving today. But even then, they're not the best characters for their raid. There are better characters. And yeah, like, just if you do want to buy them, it's for the orbs or for the last-ditch survival link. And even then, you don't really need that link. You can live without it. Next up, we have Orihime. Orihime, same reason as Ichigo. He's a Chronicle Quest booster, and she is also a DR link, so she would be in here because she is a 20 DR. So maybe pick her for the 20 DR link, but if you don't need to, you can just, if you need the Chronicle Quest bonus, pick her for that because she is a bonus in part 1. Shinji is next, and he is going to go into the pick for the link tier. He is an okay character. He's a speed Reaper killer, so that is some use. There's not a lot of good ones out there. I personally don't like this character, but he is actually kind of usable. He does have a transformer special, so he actually does okay in PvE. But he does unfortunately have a 20 DR link, so for an SP-based character, that's not really that good. You don't want that, but it is a 20 DR link, so if you need it for, let's just say, your chat, then maybe you might want to pick him for the link. And last but not least, we have... actually, I forgot. Entirely forgot. I'm sorry. Ichigo is a bonus in Chronicle Quest. Never mind. So actually, you might want to pick him for Chronicle Quest. He is a bonus character in part 2. And also, let's talk about the last character here. Renji. He is also a bonus character in Chronicle Quest. So, that is basically the tier list. These bottom characters are okay characters. Nothing too special. Probably just pick him for the orbs. These characters here are for your links. They're in enhanced links. 14 recharge, 20 DR, 14 recharge, 20 DR. And then these characters here are Chronicle Quest bonus characters. So, part 1, Part 2, and Part 2. And then the top characters here are characters that don't fall into these tiers, but they are actually usable characters, and I actually do use them a lot in PvE myself. And then the top characters here are the best PvP characters in the game, or one of the best PvP characters in the game, and also bonus characters in Chronicle Quest. So that's basically the tier list. So again, let me know. We can now actually remove this tier. Let me know who you are picking. I mentioned it earlier, I'm going to be going for my 4th dupe of Kenpachi. Only need one more to get in 5 out of 5. And maybe I'll pull that 5 out of 5 dupe tomorrow. So yeah, overall, just a decent pack. Definitely worth your money. £5, you get some mobs, get a new character, get a good dupe. Again, it's up to you. Let me know in the comments below who you are picking. And I'll see you lads in the next video. Peace.